So hi to everyone who is going to watch this video. It's almost 4:47 in the morning and tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm pretty excited. My name is Sanjeev Parbat and I am the founder of this company named Mentor Match More, in which we used to connect people to their mentors at the very right time. We provide a chain of network where people can communicate and they have uh, someone to guide them. Today's episode is actually this is the second volume of I Wish I Knew at School series, and our guest today was Priyal Maheshwari, who was from an IIM Ranchi. She has cracked IPMAT in 2024, and she has got 202 marks in the IPMAT examination, for which she got IIM Ranchi, which is considered to be second best BBA college in India. So this conversation was how she prepared and what are the tricks that she used to gain these good marks. Truly, what an amazing personality she was. Completely majestic person to communicate with. I am damn sure that if you are here and going to watch this video, you are going to gain something from this 1.5 hour session maybe. And yeah, so she was having so she was also having a motive of adding value to someone's life, just as our community does. And for that she have her own YouTube channel also, in which she used to regularly post contents which in which she tells about what are the tips and tricks that she used for while preparing for IPMAT. She has given more than 30 to 50 mock tests, and she have the you can smell that fragrance while she speaks. I was amazed by her hunger and passion towards this field and how much she wants to help others. She has a video on YouTube which was quite magical for me. I wish that I was having someone like her while I was preparing. Her average was 75 numbers in English VARC mocks, and when the result came, she got 145 marks in VARC. So that's a lot of improvement. She has said about that in a video. I will add the link of this video in the description section. Make sure that you do check that video out. And if you are going to prepare for IPMAT or any other competitive exams, all the very best for your future. If anyone will be helped by this video, the purpose of me and my all the efforts will be justified just by your one single comment. So yeah, please do hard work and uh, break the rock bottom. Let's see you in the next episode. So hi Priyal, how are you doing?
I am good. It's just like my weekends were taken away from me. We had all this classes rescheduling, so I just got done with my classes on a Saturday. That is traumatizing, but apart from that, it's good.
I think that's what we love the most. That's what BB and MBA is all about. So,
Exactly.
do you have an overall idea about mentor match mode?
I don't actually. A friend of mine, Parvati. So a friend of hers had texted her, and then she told me to take on this because वो अभी बिल्कुल free नहीं थी. So
Yeah,
you could elaborate on it.
yeah. So basically, mentor match mode is my own idea. It's still in a pilot seeding mode in which we are still figuring it out that what we want to do and what we really want, how we really want to drive through. But there is a series which is going on. I named that series I Wish I Knew at School. So in
Okay.
this series, I am talking to most of the students, especially of top tier management schools, and I'm trying to learn from their journey. We are recording this lecture and we will be posting it on YouTube and our own platforms, which we are going to build in future. So I will not be promising that this is going to be seen by thousands of or hundreds of people,
Right, right.
but yeah, someone I think someone will be helped in future. That's my core belief.
Mm-hmm.
So we are trying to build a platform in which there will be a chain of connection of networks, in which
Right.
multiple people will be mentee as well as mentors. They will guide each other. There are five subcategories which we are planning. The first one is class 10, then for class 12, then for college, then for the people of post graduation, then for the people of early corporates and AVPs.
Mm-hmm.
The most interesting fact is we are doing quite great. Uh,
Right.
I think 2 days back we helped two businesses to have to interact with each other, and that's pretty cool for me. Something about
That
myself,
makes sense. If even like one person is getting helped, it creates a lot of difference.
absolutely. And this episode is going to be quite special for me because today is my last day as teenager. Tomorrow my birthday is there, and I'm going to become a. I don't know what I'm going to become, but
Happy birthday
yeah,
in advance.
thank you. And means 2 weeks
You're
back there was
currently
a
in MI. You're currently in Manipal, right?
no that friend who talked to Parvati. He was in Manipal. He was in Tapi.
Okay. You're
Hmm.
Sanjeev.
Yeah, I am
Okay.
Sanjeev. He was Ayushman.
Oh, okay.
And
That I
yeah,
understand.
uh,
Okay.
I think past 2 weeks I was having a major operation in my stomach, for
Oh,
which I was in hospital for 3 weeks. So yeah, after that things drive me little fast. Means I am not able to speak too loudly. Uh, yeah,
it's okay.
so things are quite changed. I'm in my home, as you can see in my background, which is in Bokaro.
You're currently in Manipal. Is like the whatever it was. Is it done? Are you okay
Yeah,
medically?
it's done, but I'm not medically fit enough. So it will still take 3 months of house rest, not bed rest, but house rest. I have to
Damn.
supervise
Right.
everything. I have to be super conscious with everything I do. Means even a little bit of infection can cause hernia in my body right now. So
Oh,
hmm, it's absolute isolation in my home. I have to eat a very little amount of food daily. No much masala, very limited amount of salt also. And yeah, so this is the set of medicine that I have to eat every day just to
damn.
be
Take care.
uh, just to be breathing. So that was much about me. I am a BBA student. I am pursuing my bachelor's from Bangalore itself, Bangalore University. And yeah, so I came to Bokaro for 3 months, and I'm trying to build this platform. Let's see where it
Great
takes
initiative.
us. Hmm. So I think we should start. The first two,
Yes,
there are a couple of questions, and I think there will be a moment when you will be talking to me, but I will be looking at my other screen, in which I have the questionnaire, in which I have to decide whether I have to take this. Yeah, sorry. So if I'm looking at my another screen, please don't think that I'm not listening to you. You am listening,
it's
and
fine.
yeah, this is not much about me and you. This is about some third person who is seeing you as
Right,
a
right. No,
mentor. Hmm.
no issues.
Okay. So I think the first question will be means see so the current scenario is seems a little bit sorted for you. You are in Ranchi and that too one of the best college in Jharkhand, which is IIM Ranchi. So going there was not an absolute joke. It was quite hectic for everyone. It's not easy to be achieved. Uh, can we say by looking at you at this stage that you were always like this from the childhood, or it was something that really turned up and turned around the table and changed the scenario?
Okay, I'm just so sorry. There's just somebody at door. I'll just.
Yeah. So I have to introduce you, or you will introduce yourself. I think you should go with your own self introduction, as I don't know much about your background.
I'll introduce myself. So, hi everybody, this is Priyal. I'm currently a second year student at IIM Ranchi pursuing its IPM program. I hail from Indore and I cracked IPMAT as a fresher, so I balanced IPMAT and GRE. my IPMAT score was 202 and I scored a 96.8% in my 12th. So you can say I've been the nerdy class topper kind of person since 5th grade, something. Because I come from a very academically strong background. Like my parents are chartered accountant, my sister is an IIT, so that created a pressure to me to prove myself. Apart from that, my hobbies include dancing, reading, and I love creating content. I just posted my first YouTube video yesterday. So basically, that sums up my personality. I love to talk and having meaningful conversations with you as well on this podcast. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. Let's start with it.
So I think you are winning in your life. You are from a strong family background. You scored 96, I think you said, no? 96% in your class 12th. You are into IIM Ranchi, and you are like, yeah. So you are winning. But I think one of the major thing that we learn from is our losses. So is there anything in which you think that you lost any time in your life, or you are always blessed, or you are always having this privilege of winning?
I would say that although it looks from the exterior angle that I am winning and it was blessing and all, but on the flip side, there was just like equal amount of tears and blood, pain, sweat, everything. Because like my mom used to always say, there's like a price for everything. So everything that I've accomplished, there was like a 50-50% of pain and struggle involved as well. So I won't exactly say that I was blessed or whatever, but I genuinely did sheer hard work. As for IPMAT also, there are like I know now this might seem petty, but like if I give my everything to an exam, and even if I'm getting if even if I'm getting a low score, which according to me is low, but objectively, it might be a good score. So that has happened with me several times, and I also missed IIM Indore. That was my dream college since my childhood. I missed it in spite of scoring a 200 plus. So that was really heartbreaking for me. Like one of the biggest losses of my life would be that college. But now everything's history. I mean, I'm Ranchi. It's a good place here. So I would say one of the biggest losses for me would be I'm Indore, not converting it.
Yeah. Uh, got it. So ultimately, you cracked IPMAT, and at last, I think that's all it matters. Because I have also appeared IPMAT when I was in class 12th. I also took a year of drop for the preparation. Unfortunately, I didn't got into IIMs, but there were several options of tier 2 colleges which I was getting. So yeah, I know how hectic the exam is, how the questionnaire, how the question they are preparing, and to be very honest, I think it is one of the toughest business entrance exam after class 12th. So tell me about your preparation time. Means what were
Okay.
you doing when you were preparing? Because I came to know about IPMAT when I was in class 12th. So were you someone who was very much set from your head from class 11th itself, or you took a drop? So what was your journey till IPMAT?
Right. So as for the timeline, I got to know about IPMAT around ending of my 10th grade because one of my friends was giving it who was in 12th grade at that time. So he introduced me to IPMAT and I loved it because I've always been someone who was interested in MUNs, debates, public speaking, etc. So this just felt like something I would like and I would choose. So giving IPMAT was something that an idea that it fixated in my mind from 11th grade ka start. So accordingly also I took the stream commerce with maths because I knew PCM leti to usme bahut hectic hota hai in general, so you need to give a lot of time and then JE and additional pressure. So I also took stream commerce with maths, with the disclaimer being said it's not necessary for you to take that stream. Based on my interest and inclination also, I took that stream. And in 11th grade, although I knew about IPMAT and I joined a coaching, I did not prepare for it, but I rather focused on building my profile. So doing all the extracurriculars, the competitions I won and everything, I did that in my 11th grade. And my real prep started from the summer vacation of the 12th grade. So I prepared for this exam for 1 year. But if you see it very concretely, I prepared for like 7-8 months पूरा डेडिकेट होके because then there were प्री बोर्ड्स एंड बोर्ड्स एंड सबमिशंस, तो उसमें बहुत टाइम चले गया था एंड का, specifically from November to April when the boards were coming. So 7 months with a good amount of prep. Like if you're studying like 8 hours daily for this exam. I think this is going to suffice. So that was my timeline. So basically, I prepared for 7 8 months, and I was a fresher. I didn't take a drop.
Okay. And when I talk about IPMAT, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of crowd and audience which are interested in IPMAT as the exam is still quite new and many people are still figuring it out. One of the most common questions that I get from the people who are seeking for guidance from Intermatch More is, do they uh, do they require coaching? Yes or no? So do they need a drop? What should be their roadmap? And I honestly tell them that it's your way. You have to figure it out. How you want to leave your gate and knock a gate of any top five IIMs to IPMAT, but they still ask me. This is the most repeated question that I am receiving. How should we prepare with school, after school, taking a drop, not taking a drop, taking a coaching, without coaching, which book to follow? So, what's your formula?
Right, so I'll just divide this question into several parts. So the first one being whether you should go for a coaching or not. Now, this is really subjective. It depends on you. Somebody who wants to study at their own pace, who needs to decide whether they want to study today, tomorrow, and they can actually stick by the plan for themselves. Kudos to you. You can go for self study. But a person like me, I needed a structured plan. Now, what coaching does is it just simplifies the entire roadmap for you. So there would be certain chunks ki pura algebra ka module, pura maths ka module is divided into four parts, right? So there's algebra, geometry, arithmetic, modern math, and one more. I'm forgetting the name. Uh, Arithmetic, I guess. I don't know. So you can check it out. So there are like 5 modules of cons. So what a coaching does is it divides it into a proper preparation plan. तो तुम्हारा time उस चीज में invest नहीं हो रहा है that you are planning everything कि क्या कैसे करना है. You are just focusing on the work. So in that case, coaching worked for me. But a lot of my friends have cracked it through self preparation also because they were pretty consistent in themselves and they could stick to the plan they devised for themselves. So again, it's pretty subjective. If you think you are consistent and disciplined enough, go for self study, no issues. But if you think you can't and you need a structured plan and mentorship and everything, go for a coaching. As for the second part regarding what resources, I feel if you're doing self study, then Arun Sharma ki books are pretty good resources to look at. For VRC, WordPar Made Easy is also a really good book that's going to help with building your vocabulary. And then as for cons, you can go for LOD1 and LOD2 of Arun Sharma. These are some things my friends did. I to focused on the coaching ke material and modules, etc. And also, my major prep happened through the mocks I'd given. So basically, the analysis of the mocks was the actual key factor, is the reason that I'm sitting here today. So it's not because of any book or module, because at the end of the day, it's about giving mocks, analyzing them, knowing your mistakes, and not repeating it again. So if I have to suggest somebody resources and all, go for literally anything, because at the end of the day, mostly content बहुत same रहता है. And Arun Sharma is just a like very known book in the market, so you can go for it. Otherwise, focus on mocks. And like, what was the third question? Okay, regarding drop, don't even think of drop as an idea. Selection नहीं हुआ तब लेना है. जब तक result नहीं आ रहे, why are you even wasting your time and energy in thinking about drop लेना है कि नहीं लेना है? Rather just focus. If there are even 20 days in your hands before the paper, just put your entire energy into clearing that paper, not thinking about if I don't clear the paper right now, should I take a drop or not? That's a useless question to ask yourself, I'll be very honest. Just dedicate all your time and energy to clearing the exam. Result aaya nahi hua, then we'll think about it.
Yeah. So, as a conclusion, I would like to say that,
You're audible. You're not audible, sorry.
yeah, yeah. As a conclusion, I would like to say, for the first question was, should we how should we prepare? Which book should we prefer? Should we took drop or not? So books, I would totally agree with her. And one mistake that which I made in my at my while I was preparing is there one book named WPME, like the What Power Make Easy or something like that. I got that book. मैंने वो खरीदा और मेरे टेबल पे रख दिया. And मैंने बस टेबल पे रख दिया. And I was very much confident with this thing, VARC. And I was like, I was a CBSE student, and in both, in my class 10th and in my class 12th, I was thinking that English is going to be my strongest part. And that was the mistake which I made in my mind, because when you are preparing for this kind of competitive exams, whether it be SAT or whether it be IPMAT, please be aware that they are not going to ask you a very subtle or very gentle English. They are not going to communicate in regular English which we speak day to day, or which may practice in our for boards examination. Because
Hmm.
the moment I saw the question paper for VARC, and at that very point I was very much sure that I am not getting into IIMs. So what I did, I went back
Hmm.
to the quant session, the DI session, and I solved more and more logical reasoning questions, so that it will uplift my overall marks, and I will not be. I know that how to score overall, so that I will get admission in the rest of the college except IIM. So don't repeat my mistake. Prefer English and take things very seriously. Don't even think about drop year. I completely agree with her point, because if you are thinking for plan B, plan A will never be a successful plan. So
Right.
if you are in class 12th, focus on your boards, as well as you have to negotiate your timeline for the preparation of IPMAT also, because if you can't do that little, then even after getting into IM, you are not going to be a successful student. Because I know multiple friends who are currently pursuing their uh, programs of BBA and MBA from integrated program of management from IIMs. I know almost in all five IIMs right now, and the routine is completely hectic. I will just like to go behind the scenes, and how me and Maishwari were chatting on WhatsApp that we were about to host this meeting past week, but the routine is so hectic that it took us, I think, approximately 10 days. And
Hmm.
this meeting also, she called me, I think, at 5:50, 5:35, and we are hosting it at 5:55. So this is how hectic things are going to be even after you get into your dream college. So there is a myth about IIM that once you get in, life will be sorted. It's not that easy. I know the
That's
ground
when the
reality.
real journey starts.
That's what the real journey starts. That is where the difference starts. And yeah, so going
Right.
to the next
And also to
question.
add on to your point regarding VRC, I would say this is not going to be your 12th class की English. Like if you think the RCs are going to be same जो boards में आते हैं जो तुम CBSE में solve करते हैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. It's a very different skill set altogether. It's not a language. English is a language. Don't confuse it with VRC. VRC is a skill which you build with practice. Now, how do you do that? By actually being depth by practicing daily consistently. So it's like a muscle you build over time. So give a lot of sectionals and everything, and there are a lot of tricks for RCs and etc. Because like I scored a 145 in VRC, and like that was a pretty good score, and I reached there after doing a lot of hard work. So basically, I would be solving 2-3 RCs every single day, and I did everything. Like I solved 30 plus VRC sectionals, analysis of those, and a lot of books as well of modules, etc. So इनसे you analyze and you reach to that stage, because VRC का cutoff always goes so high, like 125. It was in 2023, and हर साल बहुत ज़्यादा जाता है. And मेरे बहुत सारे friends हैं जिनका quant में बहुत they have scored exceptionally, but they missed their cutoff by 1-2 marks. So that's really sad. And if you don't want to be in that place, make sure VRC you're making your strong suit, because that's actually a scoring section. And there's like a lot of tips and tricks for RC and everything which you can look up online. Like a lot of juniors of mine had come to ask me specifically, so I had to literally make a video and I uploaded it on YouTube yesterday only because of this. So just go. There's GMAT Club. There is a lot of websites also. Just look at them. Eon essays. Read unse RCs read karo and analyze karo, and you'll be sorted for VRC. As for cons, it's all about the practice. Literally, it's like solving one material twice or thrice. Unless you know the algorithm कि इस type का question आएगा तो इसको ऐसे ऐसे solve करना है. And good books are Arun Sharma, उसके LOD1, LOD2, solve it twice, you will be sorted. And उसके लिए भी just keep on giving mocks, because time management is very like you mentioned कि IIM में भी बहुत hectic होता है. So the paper is not testing your intelligence. Just think about it. The VRC section is testing your ability to comprehend. अब हमको क्लास में क्या होता है, हमें केस स्टडीज दी जाती है. तो इट्स नॉट नॉर्मल स्कूल वाला मेथड कि ब्लैक बोर्ड पे कोई टीचर लिख रहा है तुम बस लर्न कर, ऐसा नहीं होता है. दे गिव यू केस स्टडीज विच यू नीड टू रीड. प्री रीड्स होती है 7-8 पेज की, एंड देन यू नीड टू डिस्कस अकॉर्डिंगली अबाउट इट. So now what happens is, if you don't have that comprehension power, तो वो नहीं कर पाओगे. तो दे आर ओनली एक्सपेक्टिंग जिनको IIM में नीड होएगी, लाइक कॉम्प्रिहेंशन है सेट. एज फॉर टाइम मैनेजमेंट, तो मैथ्स में कैसे टाइम मैनेज कर रहे हो, how you're picking the low hanging fruits जो easily solve हो जाते हैं, because it's not about solving the entire paper altogether, right? It's just about solving certain part of the paper and getting it correct, because maths ke liye cutoff goes very low. So just be smart, have a strategy around the entire paper, and you'll ace it completely, because time management is something you should learn from start, क्योंकि इधर आके भी तुमको करना ही पड़ेगा.
So this platform is all about matching you to the right people, the right mentor at the right time.
Right.
Who
I'm so
was
sorry.
your
Can I just come back in a minute? Somebody's at the door.
sure?
Yeah. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, no issues. So as I was telling that this platform is much about mentorship, where we connect people to their correct mentor at correct time of their life. While you were preparing for this IPMAT examination, who was your mentor, or if not a mentor, then who was someone to whom you were looking to?
So while I was preparing, as for mentors, I just stuck to my teachers. So like I had amazing teachers; they were my mentors. Whatever they would say, they would ask me to do. I'll just simply do it. And rest aside, I would talk to my sister because she had cleared JEE, which is also a very highly competitive exam. So at the end of the day, competitive exams are same. They're just testing how strategic you are in solving some things. Because it's not like both sare questions attempt nahi karna hai. You just need to solve 20-30% of the question. The entire game is based on how can you identify those questions and how can you leave the wrong ones. So that's the literally the entire game about. So as for that, I used to talk to my sister a lot. She gave me a lot of advices. And apart from that, I stuck to my teachers. जो भी वो बोलते थे, I would just do that. So they were my mentors.
So if you have to define your success in 60 seconds, how will you define what is success for you from this point of life? Where are you aiming at?
I mean, that's a pretty deep question. As for success, I have always been somebody who has needed academic validation. Hence, I have worked this hard since my childhood and everything. So, from one flip side, I could say that I am in the second best BBA wala college in India. But then again, I could see it from one perspective ki Indore mein hu, and on the other perspective, I can see it from the other side of you. So I won't call myself successful right now. It will sound very arrogant of me, and I don't even truly believe that I'm fully successful. But I do believe that I put in the work, I got where I wanted, and that is successful for me. Just like showing up daily, putting in the efforts, irrespective of the results. So from that perspective, I would say successful.
Yeah, completely got it. But I think my particular question was in such a direction that where you see yourself from, I think from next 5 years and next 10 years. What's your plan from here?
Oh, so it's probably going to be something around marketing as of now. I never know, my opinions might change a year down the line or something. So I'm pretty much interested around marketing and content creation via domain. So I see myself as a creator. Like I mentioned to you that I started this YouTube channel. I'll probably start freelancing and everything because that's something I'm genuinely interested in. And I'll do something of my own in marketing via domain. I don't know what exactly, but the plan as of now is to do something in marketing, start something of my own, and stick to content creation. And also probably give CAT, because you have this exit option after 3 years. So you can always strive for better colleges. So give CAT as well and just explore everything under the sun.
I just wanted to know that where this kind of nature comes from. Even after getting into, as you name termed, I am as second best India ka BBA wala college, you are still hoping to give a attempt for CAT and to be in the best MBA wala college of India.
It's
So I
like,
just
yeah.
so my particular question is how these things was it always there in your head from your childhood till now, or something changed in your life, and after that you thought, you know, if I want to do, I have to go deep inside the sea, I have to hit the rock bottom, I have to collect all the gems and stones, and then swim back to the surface, or from means, yeah, like from where did it came from actually?
I feel it stems from a fact that for BBA, like when I wrote the paper, IIM Ranchi and Rohtak, it's debatable. It's debatable, but like these two are considered to be the second best colleges to get into after IIM Indore. When I gave the paper, right now, abhi दूसरे colleges भी आ गए, I guess Shillong, Amritsar, etc. So for me, while I was doing BBA, I strived for the best. I got into the second one. But like same applies to MBA. Like for MBA, if there's a better college, there's better opportunity. Why not take it? Because there's this one thing that I've always stuck by to not put myself in a zone where I'm comfortable because that is when the growth stops. The moment you start being complacent and become satisfied with what you want, and like life is too short to just be in your comfort zone and read a book in the corner of your room and just be happy. I mean, obviously you can do that, but there's always clock ticking. And just taking that into the count and always striving for the best. So there's this really famous quote that if you dream of the moon, you'll at least land among the stars. So always strive to be the best. If you'll reach somewhere, you'll reach somewhere that is still good, right? So that's the entire philosophy of like just putting in the work and not seeing where the results are.
Sorry to quietly disagree on this thing, Priyal, because I was having the same amount of hunger and means I was not into IIMs. I was in tier 3 college, which I happily chose after giving my IPMAT, and I think that was pretty good decision of 2023 that I took because I love the way my course is structured, and I always try to have some more, and yeah, means that thing what you were talking about. That clock is always someone is there always knocking at your door. I was having this feeling, but when I was in on my deathbed, not deathbed, but yeah, when doctor said ki there are 70% chances of multiple organ failure and 30% chances of death. At that particular point, I realized that there should be a finish line. Otherwise, you will never be satisfied. So, if you have to tell one finish line for you, I'm not telling that you have to achieve your finish line right now. You have to stop and you have
Right.
to live rest your life as a monk. But uh, will there any be point where I will see Priyal happy that now finally she is reading a book at a corner and she achieved everything which she ever wanted? So what will that point be? For me, it's sitting on a mountain of Switzerland, Swiss Alps, and having a coffee on a abandoned horror house for 1 month without internet. That's my finish line. What is finish line
Oh,
for Priyal?
so cool. You know what? This was actually a question in my interview, and like they asked me about my weakness, and also I said the same thing that I am never contented with what I have because I always want more. So I am aware that it somewhere is a weakness, but also from the other end, it kind of motivates me to achieve more. And at the same time, I believe that I have performed up to my potential. I have given my 120%. So when I feel that I'll be contented with the efforts I've put. So sorry if you think so. I put it in the wrong way about like achieving the best college. That was not the motto. The motto is to give your 120%, whatever the outcome be. It does not matter whether you're in tier one, two, tier three. That's never the outcome. Never matters. It's just about the input that I need to be contented within myself. That I gave my best with whatever I have. So when I believe that I've done that, that would be my finish line, whatever me, irrespective of the outcome.
Yeah, got it. Okay, now Priyal, if suppose you have to give one advice to the person who is maybe watching this whole webcam from past 33 minutes and he is watching this webcam, let's say in 2030, you have to give him only one advice, what that advice would be. He is a student who wants to pursue management, who wants to become a good manager in future, and he or she is in class 12th right now.
I would just want him or her to first believe in themselves. It's very much possible. Secondly, just give mocks. Like mocks will give you pain, but that pain is going to make sure you're getting here after you analyze it. So write a lot of mocks, analyze them properly. So like one analyzed mock is better than just 10 mocks given. Always remember this, just give a lot of mocks. Believe in yourself, trust the process, and never tie yourself into the result because it's always about the journey. Like I miss the journey because that journey made me into who I am today. And that's true for everybody. Like everybody's journey is just like showing up for yourself, having discipline, consistency. So no matter the outcome, you build a different version of you that's going to really help you navigate the real world when you get outside of your home. So just trust in the journey. Don't fret too much. Have fun also. That is also very important. Like you should sit in the corner of your room and read a good book sometimes, but like not all time. That is my point. Just know how to take good breaks, productive breaks, and just chill. It's just a entrance exam. It's not the end of the world. Just have that in the mind. The outcome would be there. So don't stress much.
So just to light up the mood and conclude her point, I will say that if you are in your class 12th and you are aiming to become a best or a better manager in future, and you are reading a book, which I said earlier, that's my point only, that you should read a book in a corner of your room. If you are really doing that thing in your class 12th, I think you have lost your path. Never read a book in corner of your room. Uh, and yeah, one very important point which she said, one analyzed mock test is better than 10 mock tests given. Please analyze the mock tests. There are multiple websites which give you section wise score. Look on every detail, how much time you are taking, how much, what is your score accuracy, rate of accuracy. Focus on every thing that you are performing in that mock test, because as he said, the exam is not about solving all the questions correct. It's much about uh, getting enough marks to pass the examination and get into the interview process. Priyal, no one talks about interviews. After cracking the exams, what is the two, three bullet points that one should keep in their head while preparing for IPMAT? Because I think interview is not something which you can prepare after 10 days, because they
Right.
DM you like, congratulations, you have been selected for the next round, which is the interview round. And after that, people think that, oh, now what? Like, इसका तो कुछ पता ही नहीं था, हमने तो बस एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ा था. And I think this is not like other examinations of India. They are going to wipe you out completely if you are not good. You are not having soft skills. I know people who scored, I think, much better marks than others, but they got knocked out in interview the first two questions only. So, what is the thing that you should keep in your mind while preparing for interview and while going for interview? Someone who is going to attempt an interview after 5 minutes. What are the three things that you will tell to him or her?
Right. So first, like you said, that 10 दिन में prep नहीं होती interview की. It's like there is soft skills. So your ability to communicate your point across. You might be thinking the correct answer, but if you can't articulate that point into a right manner and put it across the right way that they understand your point is going to be useless because if they can't understand it. So practice communication. Just try to speak in English more. Like I get it. Like most of us have our first languages are local languages, there is Hindi or whatever. But just like try to speak and converse in English more, consume English more. So that's gonna really matter. And it's not even about having a hi-fi sophisticated English where you're speaking these beautiful words, big English classy words. It's just about having simple English but ability to put it into words, like your ability to articulate your thoughts better, having clarity of thoughts. Second, start reading newspapers. Okay, तुम 10 दिन में पूरी ऐसे फाइल उठा के नहीं बैठ सकते ना कि हम मैं सब पढ़ लूंगा क्योंकि अब मेरा सिलेक्शन हो गया है. Just try to give 20 minutes every day to just go through the headlines. This is you're killing two birds with one stone here, because you are helping to build your VRC, because your reading speed is going to increase. Secondly, you're going to become an opinionated person, because in interviews, like they asked me and they asked my friends, they asked about the opinions about the various global issues which are prevailing as of now. So to help from opinions, read the editorial section of the newspaper. That's also going to really help. Third thing for the interviews would be, if you are in starting of 11th or 12th, you can have a good profile. तुम बाद में anybody is watching the video जब भी 12th में या 12th थोड़ा आगे हो गया है, profile is not important, just get a good score. But if you're somebody who's free, who has free times in their hands, and उनका श्योर है कि नंबर आ जाएंगे, कट ऑफ निकल जाएगा, वो लोग थोड़ी प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग चालू कर सकते हैं. एंड प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग के लिए my advice would be have two good meaningful things on your CV that's going to tell your story more अच्छे से, rather than having 10 certificates जो इधर उधर से collect कर रखे हैं. They don't matter. They don't care about तुम्हारे पास कितने MUN के certificates हैं, as long as like you are a part of its managing body or something. So make sure you're doing something of value. And also, lastly, just be honest. Don't fake it. Like a lot of people don't make it because they fake the entire personality. Thoda bahut chalta hai, but like don't fake yourself completely, because they are also doing their job of selecting a right fit for this college. So it's a good thing. If you're getting rejected, it simply means you were not a right fit for the college. So, as some level of respect for yourself, try to portray yourself as the person you are. Be honest. If you don't know answers, say, sorry, sir, I don't know this, but I'll definitely go back and look it up. So, this way, it also shows you're curious about giving the answers. So, just be more diplomatic in your answers. And that's pretty much sums your interview prep. If you do all these things, you'll be fine.
I know a guy who is in IIM Ahmedabad, who was in IIM Ahmedabad. Now he is working for a company in Japan. And one thing that he told me while we were having a conversation, uh, he told me to read newspaper daily, to read thousands of words per day, not to build you, not to crack cat, not to get 99 point. He got 99.87 percentile, something like that. And he said, not for those things, not for your soft skill. But one
Right.
best thing you can do in your college life is to read newspaper. And someone who is listening to this, there are thousands of newspaper. There are hundreds of English newspaper. Please choose any one, two random newspaper every day and try to read it. I'm not telling to gain all the information, all the advertisement, all the pamphlets, but it's very important to be aware, especially if you are going for an interview. Nothing harms your profile more than someone who is not even aware of what things are going on. You have
Exactly.
to talk about everything. You have to be very fluent. You have to communicate your thoughts in a very way in which some you have to be someone who can talk about Karl Marx as well as who should know that what is going in the Coldplay concert. So be ready
Right.
for that. You have to be someone. And also I went to a seminar which was conducted by QS in Bangalore, and there I met the people who were from the college ISB, Indian School of Business, and they were someone who used to take interview for the people who are going to get in that college, and they gave me a pen, and that sir told me one thing that I really remember. They said कि from past 15 years I am taking interviews. Uh, उनका बेटा भी इंटरव्यू नहीं निकल पाया ISB का. That it's how they treat you. And he says कि from 15 years you have the practice when they can sense that someone is faking it. And
Yes.
once they got in their head now that you are faking it, you are not going to make it at any cost. Don't flex your resume. They have thousands of top resumes, and hundreds of resumes are much better than yours. Don't focus on others. Don't shout in group discussion. Don't be panic in interview. They are not going to eat your flesh. But yeah, if you are going to fake it now, they will identify that within, means you will also not recognize that you are faking it, but they will, because that's why the college is paying them in lakhs and crores. So yeah, that's what they are doing. So don't fake it. That's a very good point, Priyal. Now coming to the last question, and this is quite for you. If you ever got a time machine, which I am inventing in my backyard, I will come to you and I will give, but you can use it only once. You
Hmm.
can go back to any particular point of your life and you can give advice to your younger self, and that advice can create a completely different timeline. At
Hmm.
what age you will go, what time, and what that decision will be.
Hmm. Give me 10 seconds to think about it. I guess I am pretty contented with my life choices, so there are no major regrets. But if I get that opportunity, I probably would want to go back to when I was in 11th grade and tell my younger self that stop focusing on profile building this much. At the end of the day, number lane hain. Because literally, if you have a good score, like get a 240, 215 IPMAT, who is stopping you to convert the call, even if you have a decent interview? Nobody. And specifically about IPMAT, they don't expect stellar profiles from you all because at that time you're in school. So they also know कि तुम school की पढ़ाई कर रहे हो. If you have good boards के percentage and if you have good IPMAT का score, that is more than sufficient. Don't run behind profile. And पूरी 11th में I did this mistake. I just went on building my profile, which led to me compromising in my score थोड़ा सा. अगर वो थोड़ा सा भी बढ़ जाता, तो I feel I would have a chance to convert in lawyer. So that would be just this one thing. Excuse me.
I don't know. You are too much obsessed with I am Indore.
Yeah,
Where are you
the
from
thing
basically?
is, I am,
Are you from Indore?
yes, that's the obsession. It's like I remember my birthday in 11th grade. My mom took me to IIM Indore in like सुबह 5-6 बजे because it's like थोड़ा ही दूर है घर से. So I was obsessed with the idea of getting there, and then I had cleared PI quiz. So this is part of the test that you get to stay there for 3 days. So I've stayed in the campus for 3 days. I've seen how it is, and I was like obsessed with it, like mad obsession. Therefore, it's like different level of obsession altogether.
Uh, my Bhavi is a CA. She is in Bangalore. She is working in IIM Bangalore. And recently, she also gave me an opportunity to come to and stay in IIM Bangalore campus for an event. And I am so happy that I said no because I was knowing that once if I get in that campus without clearing CAT, I have to leave that campus and leaving something behind is really big deal for
It
someone like me.
does. It does, and
So
that would be another tip. Stop romanticizing your college so much. Get it for motivation. तुम IIM दौर के एक दो reels देख लोगे, it will give you that motivation. But like, stop romanticizing to the degree that you have this mad obsession, which I did, because that is not healthy. Because here, what you're doing, the law of attraction you're applying to the place. Now, this is my personal philosophy again, description. So basically, stop applying this law of attraction in my case to a college कि मेरे को बस इधर जाना है यही करना है. Apply it to your prep कि हाँ मुझे कल उठ के दो chapters ये करने हैं, मुझे इतने questions करना है, because then your focus changes from the destination to the journey. And that's the game. If somebody enjoys the journey, they will get to the destination. So just focus on the journey more. Stop romanticizing the end product, which is the college. That's going to really help. And always have a
that's
possibility कि हाँ ये नहीं भी होएगा. Don't be too optimistic कि हो ही जाएगा. इतने लोग देते हैं, कितनी सीट्स है? 150 इंदौर में, रांची में 60 है, तो it's very less chance you're going to convert it. So there's no point of keeping your head in the clouds always कि हो ही जाएगा. It's okay even if you fail. So have that reality check with yourself. Don't make yourself that difficult. Because end में then it hurts. I've seen my friends, like it becomes unbearable for a lot of people, and it became for me also when the results came एकदम से. So that would be a very honest advice from my personal experience. Stop romanticizing college that much. Romanticize
yeah,
the efforts you're going to put for it.
correct. Because I think see what is the college is going to give you at the last of the day or last of your degree is a habit when they will teach you how to hustle and how to romanticize the process of cracking yourself. आई नो फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम IIM जो हमसे बात करते हैं और रात 10 बजे उनको मैसेज आता है कि चलो टुमारो मॉर्निंग दिस बिग कंपनी इज गोइंग टू कम एंड यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर देयर इंटर्नशिप इंटरव्यू एंड दे गिव यू
Right.
लिटरली 5 hours at midnight to prepare. The routine is so hectic, like yeah. So there are things which that college is going to provide you, but it's not like if you're not getting a great college, you should end your life. That should
Yes.
never be
It's
the
like
ultimate motive.
never ever tie your tying your life is a different thing. I'm even talking about don't ever try your self-esteem or self-worth to a college. Because trust me, कुछ ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. तुम कोई से भी कॉलेज में जाओ, if you are a capable person, you show up for yourself, you are disciplined and you are consistent, you're going to build a great life for you. like a very famous alumni of a college, Bhavesh Bhaiya, he has this very famous line that he says that college is your y-intercept. You decide the slope, basically. So basically, what that means is college. It's not like if I convert Indore, then only I'll be successful. It's not like that. You convert any other college, you just show up for yourself. You work on your skill set because now वो time चले गया है कि सिर्फ college या फिर degree या फिर degree देख के तुम्हारा placement हो रहा है. It's more about skill now. So build yourself and never ever in your life think about anything that important that you're going to tie your life to it. Because no, it is just a college, it is just an exam at the end of the day. हो गया ठीक है, नहीं हुआ लाइफ में बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है, एक्सप्लोर देम. वो भी नहीं हुआ तो फिर क्या, just like life is too long for that. Be optimistic. Therefore I said have fun, don't pura burn out yourself.
अच्छा चलो, let's end this interview with this very last question of mine. Uh, I know a guy named Hardik. He was completely roaming with us. रात में means, please don't be offended anyone watching this, but I think nights in average night in India and average night is Bangalore. So this much is what difference it creates. So वो रात भर हम लोग के साथ यूलू पे घूमते थे, हम लोग ऐसे बकचोदी करते थे. Sorry for using this word, but that's what we really used to do. And फिर वो साइड से सीए का प्रिपरेशन कर रहा था, and we were all like कि ठीक है बन जाएगा सीए, इतना भी क्या है. और हंसते खेलते हम लोगों के साथ नाइट क्लब जाते, हम लोगों के साथ. आई थिंक मुझे याद है लास्ट बर्थडे जब था मेरा 21 जुलाई को, तो हम लोग रात भर सोए नहीं थे. मी, हार्दिक एंड वन मोर भैया वाज देयर. एंड आफ्टर फ्यू डेज जनवरी में उनका रिजल्ट आता है सीए का, एंड ही गॉट ऑल इंडिया रैंक 8. अनदर एग्जांपल ऑफ अ फ्रेंड ऑफ आई एम अहमदाबाद इज, वो कंपनी में काम कर रहे थे. ही वाज वन ऑफ द स्टार एम्प्लॉयज इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टार्टअप. और वो कैट का एक मॉक टेस्ट दिए केवल, एंड उसके बाद 2 महीने प्रिपेयर किए अपने काम करते के साथ, एंड दैट टू वर्किंग इन अ स्टार्टअप विच इज़ considered to be very privileged and hectic in Bangalore social life. So if you are working in a startup, people respect you, and if your startup is profitable, they treat you as a god. Literally, they give you free food to survive. That's how we appreciate those things. And उन्होंने मॉक दे करके आए, and literally he said to his family in front of us that most probably he is going to get ABC, और अगर ABC नहीं आता है, he is not going to quit his this job for any other IIM. I think life will teach him a hard lesson that time, but ultimately he landed into IIM Ahmedabad. So Priyal, I think there is a category of people जो रात भर हम लोग के साथ घूम के ऑल इंडिया रैंक 8 ला सकते हैं सीए में.
Yes, agreed.
जो हाँ, जो एक बार बस एक मॉक टेस्ट दे करके, जबकि हम लोग का पूरे वेबकैम उसी पे चला, मॉक टेस्ट एंड प्रिपरेशन. एक मॉक टेस्ट दे करके 2 महीने की प्रिपरेशन के साथ आकर के दे टेल कि अगर एबीसी नहीं मिला, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू परस्यू एमबीए. But 99% of the audience are those who are not that genius, and I think nothing is there as genius or IQ is a myth for me. I am specific. I want to be specific with the those 5% of people ना जिनको लगता है कि they are not much special, जिनका 10th में शायद नहीं आया हो 99%, जिनका 12th में शायद नहीं आया हो 98%, और जिनको लग रहा है कि maybe they are in 60s, and they are just giving up on this opportunity thinking कि वो schools में उतने अच्छे नहीं थे, तो maybe they should not kill their time for preparing or aiming something this high. So just tell something to that for last 2 minutes, and after that conclude this whole conversation so we can end this meeting. Actually हर बार मैं ही करता था, but I am not feeling well. I just want to take my medicines, and means my neck is
Yes,
not good.
take care of
Uh,
yourself.
तो पता नहीं तुमको लग रहा होगा शायद आवाज से, आई एम नॉट इन अ गुड वे, मीन्स आई एम completely sweat. I don't know, because I'm not mentally and physically well. So you
He
conclude
could.
the.
Okay, I'll conclude it. So basically, with the first part of the question, if there's somebody like that जिनको लग रहा है मैं स्कूल में तब परफॉर्म नहीं करा, तो उनको मेहनत ही नहीं करनी चाहिए आईपी मैट के लिए, it will go all in vain. So my message to them would be, there's nothing as average. So stop considering yourself as an average student. सबका दिमाग सेम है, literally. Nobody is built different. Okay, so don't put yourself in victim mindset, because I'm going to say the blatant truth. Here, you are hiding yourself. You're literally taking your potential away from you by putting yourself in this victim mentality कि मेरे अभी तक तो कभी स्कोर आए नहीं, तो मैं ये कैसे करूंगा. हार्ड ट्रूथ, तुमने कभी तो एफर्ट डाले नहीं जितने उस इंसान ने डाले जिसके रिजल्ट आए. Because I could see it visibly that there would be a lot of peers of mine who would cry कि हमारा तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है, यही नहीं होता है, जबकि their पढ़ाई was just studying 1-2 hours a day, that too 3 दिन में एक बारी, and that too not being consistent at all with their prep. तो फिर रिजल्ट्स नहीं आएंगे. So don't blame the results कि नहीं आ रहा है और इसलिए मैं average हूँ. No, you're just justifying your low marks here. I'm spilling the hard truth, but it is important because if you get this correctly in your head, it will make sure you're performing in the right way for this exam, which is required for you to get into a good college. So stop considering yourself average. There's nothing as average. You're not in your victim mentality. If you put in the efforts, you'll get the results. That is as simple as that. तुम्हारा अभी रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा है तो डबल डाउन, गिव 10 hours. हु इज स्टॉपिंग यू? इफ दिस एग्जाम इज दैट important to you, put in efforts, because I've genuinely seen people who are studying in my batch have scored like literally 75%, 86%. They've made it here, they've made it to Indore as well. So it's just an excuse you're giving yourself. Don't do that. Just bet on your IPMAT ka score. If you have a good score, you're going to make it irrespective of your 10th or 12th, because you can always compensate वो वाला criteria by your score. And Indore, I don't think so gives any explicit weightage to your 10th and 12th ka score. Rohtak, Ranchi does. I don't know about the other colleges, you can do your research, but all I'm trying to say is, और अगर कम नंबर भी आ गए तो हिस्ट्री पास्ट इज पास्ट, यू कैंट गो देयर एंड चेंज इट. सो whatever time you have in the hand, give all your time, effort and energy to it. Don't put it into something that has already happened, that you can't change, because time machine and actuality, right, that you can go there and change your score, that's not going to happen. You have just now with you. So be present in the moment, give your everything, and you're going to pass. And if you still don't pass, at least there won't be any regret from your side कि you didn't put in the effort. Because at the end of the day, my mom used to always tell me कि तेरा हो या ना हो, at the end of the day, you should have this conviction in yourself that I gave my all. And if that's there, you won, my friend, no matter what the outcome was. So, this was the answer to the first question. And to conclude, I would the conclusion would be the same gist, that for preparation, I shared the strategy about VRC and QA. Just do that. Be consistent. B, give mocks daily. C, PI is about soft skills. You can build it in 10 days. Build it over time. Your various skills that you can practice upon, your communication, reading newspaper, etc. Then believe in yourself, and also do some sort of physical activity that is actually needed. Even like going for a walk helps. Don't be a person who's like 14 घंटे पढ़ रहा है, सो नहीं रहा है, अच्छा खाना नहीं खा रहा है, because don't don't compromise with your lifestyle. You need to be a healthy individual. Don't put everything for the last moment. Don't procrastinate. You can always do things abhi. And lastly, the point we mentioned, don't be a victim mentality. Just give your entire time, energy, effort into putting more efforts, and stop complaining about the results, because if you're not working, results are not going to show up. And at the last, this is just an exam. As I've said this like 4 times already, but literally just an exam. You don't pass, you have a lot of options ahead in life. Be stress free, party if you want to, do anything that's going to take your head off the mental load. Just make sure there's balance. Balance is the key, right? So just stick by this. I'm sure you're going to do amazing.
And one more thing that I would like to add is, means when I was before this operation and everything, my day-to-day life was quite hectic because I have to manage my college studies. Then I was working under two startups, trying to build both of them. For one, I was working as marketing, and for another one, I was that I don't know what that role actually was. It was just on like what founder is telling me. I was just doing the same. I was not expecting even a minute stipend, but they were giving me from their wish and the potential of the market that we were targeting on. So yeah, means 5 hours to college, then to self-study, then I have to go to one startup office which was 5 to 6 kilometers apart, and फिर उसके बाद कहीं और शाम में, and then in Bangalore if you are there with your peer pressure you have to party at night. That's mandatory. Otherwise, people will call you nerd. So I used to do so much things, and my family members just used to ask me why to focus so much on building just a sheet of resume. And I gave him. I am a very filmy kind of person. I'm not well right now. I'm not a hero at this present moment. But I gave him one thing which I want to share that नींद अच्छा आता है when and that is what matters to the most. जब means I'm completely exhausted right now. जैसे ही मीटिंग खत्म होगा I will just sleep in this bed over here. एंड आई थिंक कि लास्ट में जो मैटर करता है ना जब तुम सोने जाओगे तो कभी ऐसा ना लगे कि शायद तुम वो कर सकते थे शायद अगर हम प्रियाल को ना बोल सकते थे हम इस वेबकैम के लिए बट आई स्टिल थिंक कि कोई उसको देखेगा फ्यूचर में और अगर हम अभी सो रहे होते तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद हम वो कर सकते थे और हम वो नहीं किए और वो बहुत बुरा लगता है तो कुछ भी ऐसा करो ना जब तुम रात में सोने जाओ बेड पर तो तुम्हें लगे लगे नहीं कि कुछ मिस हो जाए अगर कोई भी स्टाइपेंड नहीं भी दे रहा है और तुमसे काम करवा रहा है फर्स्ट ईयर में तो कर लो बट सेकंड ईयर में यू हैव टू नो योर वर्थ एंड फॉर समवन जो तो अपने आप को लेके काफ़ी अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट है जो कि आई थिंक सबको ही होता है कहीं ना कहीं अपने पास्ट पे वी ऑल आर आइडियलाइजिंग प्रियाल एज अ पीक बट ट्रस्ट मी फॉर हर उसके ऊपर भी बहुत कोई है एंड लिटरली सही में बहुत कोई है सो वन फार्मूला दैट आई वांट टू give to anyone who is performing as an underdog कि एक बाल तोड़ो पहाड़ को बांधो और बहुत जोर से खींचो अगर बाल टूट गया तो बाल टूट गया और अगर बाल नहीं टूटा तो पहाड़ तुम्हारा हो गया सो ट्राई टू ट्राई टू हसल और मज़ा आएगा मतलब जब ऑपरेशन पे भी तुम लेटोगे ना और जब मतलब मेरा तो लिटरली वो लोग पेट बाहर निकाल दिए थे वैसा एंड दैट पॉइंट हाँ अच्छा बात बस ये लगता है कि चलो मज़ा आ गया मतलब क्या क्या लाइफ था तो मेक श्योर कि यू लिव दैट लाइफ विदाउट एनी क्वेश्चन इन योर हेड गेट इन टू बिग कॉलेजेस चेज योर ड्रीम्स एंड हाँ मतलब सबको ही बोलता है हम भी बोलेंगे कि नेवर गिव अप नेवर एवर think about giving up. There is someone.
Don't keep that as an option.
Don't keep it
It's
as
either
an option.
success or failure, and failure is a way better option than giving up. Trust me. Once you
Yeah,
fail, you at least
completely.
been there. When you give up, you don't even know कि outcome क्या हो सकता था. And that regret is gonna like eat you away your entire life. कि तब time था कर लिया होता तो शायद हो जाता. So just like those one एक दो साल end के 11th 12th specifically if you work hard you just get an edge. Similarly if you work hard in your undergrad you get an edge for your postgrad. So if you have the time energy abhi just do it.
Hit the rock bottom. That's all.
Yes, that's also an right. Don't hit the rock bottom, but even if you hit the rock bottom, it's acceptable. But just don't ever think of just stop swimming because
हाँ
the
मतलब
option is never giving up.
हाँ yeah. So that was it, Priyal. Thank you so much for adding this much value to our platform. And we have a lot of things to discuss about. We will continue that on WhatsApp. All the best for your upcoming journey. I am amazed by seeing your hunger and the way you present yourself. It's quite amazing. Yeah, so I hope you are loving Ranchi. I have my family business operates in Ranchi, so means
Oh,
even if anytime I will come to IIM Ranchi, I will just drop a text to you. Happy to
sure.
meet you in the future, and I am more excited to see you as someone which is. I think this line is going to be quite emotional for both of us. Like means I want to keep this recording forever in my YouTube channel, and I think I strongly believe that there will be a day when you will be a very famous CEO or any company. And for me, the biggest flex of my mentor match more will be ki, see the CEO of that $1 billion company, Priyal, was talking to me, and this is the conversation that we have. I want to flex this thing. So
Damn, that's
please
so great.
keep my
Thank
word.
you.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much for
much.
having me.